Every month, I would be focusing on a particular teaching. You have got to intellectually understand it, you have got to contemplate on it, and you have got to meditate on it. So we would be going on month after month on particular teachings. These teachings are like things being loaded onto the projector. Now, visualize a screen, a projector, and power supply. The screen is your consciousness. The projector is like the mind, and the power supply is the Diksha. Now the teachings are being loaded on to the DVD in the projector. So we'll be going on loading these teachings, and after you have intellectually understood it and you try to work with these teachings, then we plug into the power supply. That is the Diksha, which means the Kundalini will be awakened. Then, like the DVD will be seen on the screen, these teachings are seen in your consciousness. That is, they become a realization. Now, these teachings are so structured that they will link up like a necklace. They'll automatically join together. And once that is done, after a few months, we will initiate the process. In a few months, or after the infrastructure is ready, the trainers, we will initiate the process. And then this becomes a realization. That is when you become awakened. Each teaching has now to be understood intellectually. You have to contemplate on it and then even meditate on it, trying to apply it. You can go up to a point, beyond that you cannot do. Beyond that, the Kundalini must be awakened and the chakras must be made to move faster. That the Diksha would do. That is the power supply. Once that happens, these teachings would become a realization. Now, last month, I was focusing on seeing and accepting the totality of what is going on inside you. That is, inside a lot of things are going on. The so-called good, the so-called bad, the so-called right, the so-called wrong, the so-called sacred, the so-called profane. So all things are going on. And there are all these opposites inside you. There is love, there is hate. There is fear, there is courage. There's everything going on inside. And they exist as opposites. Because without the opposite being created, there cannot be creation. All things exist in their opposites. And you contain all these things. What you try to do is, you try to push out some things and keep the others. That is the mistake. We say this is good, that is evil. That is the problem. We say this is sacred, this is profane. That is the problem. You have to accept all that is there. You have to accept the most beautiful thoughts and you have to accept the most terrible thoughts because they're all happening inside you. That is the truth. Now, the month of January, our focus was on how to see, how to accept, how to stay with all that is going on inside without trying to keep something and push out the other, without trying to judge what is going on inside. So that was the work for January. I hope you would have done all those things. Now we move on to February. For February, the teaching is, your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your body is not your body. Your mind is not your mind. Your self is only a concept. That's the first part. You have got to realize, when you become awakened, you will see your thoughts before you. It will be just going. Now what's happening is, you are involved with your thoughts and you think they are your thoughts. But once you become awakened, they are not your thoughts. Just thoughts are moving. You are detached from your own thoughts. Now how should you understand this? Thoughts are millions of years old. They are not your thoughts. They are just flowing through you. That's all. The structure of thought has not changed. Only the object has changed. Thought has remained the same. Thought is essentially measurement. It is comparison. Ancient man was measuring and comparing. You also do. You are comparing how many cows he had, how much the neighbors had. You are comparing how many cars you have, how many cars your neighbor has. But comparing is thought. It is measurement. All thought is measurement. It is comparison. It does not change. And it's not your thoughts. They are there. So your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your mind, what is the mind? The mind is the flow of thought. And the mind is the human mind. It's very, very ancient. The same structure, fear, jealousy, anger, hatred, worry about the past, worrying about the future. It does not change at all. Only the objects have changed. Desire is there. They had desire for a sphere, you have desire for money. That's all. You had fear of the saber-toothed tiger, you have fear of the share market. That's all. The structure is the same. And the mind is very, very ancient. So your mind is not your mind. It's very, very ancient. It is just there. You assume it is yours. So your mind is not your mind. Your body is not your body. You did not design your body. It was designed millions of years ago. The same structure, the nose is here, the ear is here, breathe in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide. It's been the same for millions of years. You did not design it. You did not create it. You did not conceive it. You did nothing in fact. How come it is your body? It's not your body at all. You have to think about it, contemplate on that. Then the self, the sense of separation. That's again an illusion. It depends upon how fast the senses are coordinating. Slightly slowed down, the sense of separation is gone. There's only oneness. You don't exist as an independent entity at all. There is no separate existence, not at all. That's another big illusion. Yourself is only a concept. Now, how to understand this? A very simple example would help you understand this. Namely, the dress that you are wearing, you did not design that dress. The dress. You did not tailor the dress. You did not weave the textile in a textile mill. You did not grow that cotton or create that polyester which has gone into your dress. In no way are you involved with the dress. How do you say it is your dress? It's not at all your dress. Similarly, your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your mind is not your mind. Your body is not your body. Yourself is only a concept. The moment you become awakened, you're out of all this. And you see your thoughts automatically happening. You see your speech automatically happening. And you see your actions. All that is automatically happening.